Our next thing is we're going to do the Asakusa Sumo Club. Are we this side? This side?
This side.
This side? Oh, wow. Oh. We got the VIP. Arigato.
Good evening and welcome to the Asakusa Sumo Club. Do we have any sumo fans here tonight? Yeah, all right, excellent. Well, thank you very much for coming. My name is Jeremy Eaton. I live in Japan. I've lived here for quite a long time, but I'd like to find out we have a very international audience from all over the world gathered right here in the heart of historic Asakusa, where sumo wrestling has been practiced for centuries. As a sumo crowd, this is an Edo-style show, which means you're both fun-loving and rowdy, which is great. How about Africa and the Middle East? Excellent. The only show in town where you can see both geisha-style dancing and sumo wrestling in one show. And then after that, we'll take a break and bring out your sumo wrestlers. They'll do some demonstrations. We'll go over the rules of sumo wrestling. Once you know the rules, we're going to have a tournament, best of 3 matches, and we'll find out, east or west, who our best sumo wrestler is here tonight. Finally, after all that, it'll be your chance to do a thing we call Challenge the Sumo. Now, for sumo wrestling, there are no weight restrictions. So in sumo wrestling, you can get a 70-kilogram wrestler facing a 200-kilogram wrestler. And they are all ranked in a large chart called the Banzuke. And there's about 700 wrestlers. There's an example at the reception if you want to take a look at it. And the top ranking sumo wrestler is called the Yokozuna. That is the sort of the hero, the champion, almost historically godlike wrestler. There's only been a few throughout history, about 73. As a matter of fact, you, sir, you're seated right where a sumo Yokozuna sat before I watched this very show. So very honored to have him and yourself as well. And now, so the meal that you're eating, of course, food is very important to sumo wrestlers. They need the weight. They're training about 4 to 6 hours a day, daily. And that meal you're eating is sort of a miniature version. You're eating about 10,000 calories twice a day. And that is about, one of the wrestlers told me they would eat about 60 times the amount you're eating right now. And now the reason for that is they're training 6 or 7 days a week, and they need to keep the weight on to protect their bodies, but it also gives them an advantage in the ring. Now you have a chanko nabe. I don't know if that's true, if it's 60 times, it might be more like 30, but it's a lot, a considerable amount more. They live together communally, and they'll eat a giant bowl of that chanko nabe, nabe meaning hot pot, and chanko being anything that sumo wrestlers eat. And so they eat a lot of that. They'll also eat, what you have there is inari sushi, which is deep fried tofu wrapped in rice. Now, with that's actually very traditional food. The god Inari is the god of prosperity and booming business, and it's also symbolic of a straw bag of rice that the wealthy used to pay their taxes with. So it's quite a traditional food. And then next you have fried chicken, karaage, Japanese style fried chicken. Now, they eat a lot of chicken, sumo wrestlers. Part of the reason is in sumo wrestling, you can't touch the ground with your hands. And so they prefer chicken over four-legged animals because chickens don't touch the ground with their hands, no hands. So they eat a lot of chicken. So that's your meal. Now, next, I'd like to take a trip with everyone here. This straw ring is called a dohyo. It's considered a sacred space. In fact, the more closer you are to the dohyo, the more sacred it is thought to be. Part of the reason it's sacred is because these rings are traditionally made. They're part of a Shinto fashion, and Japanese culture takes this very, very seriously. We're going to use it as a time machine to travel back in time 3,000 years to the origins of sumo wrestling, where it started off in mythology as a physical practice and a Shinto ritual. Now, Shintoism holds this idea that spirits exist in all things, in our lives, and in nature, and our bodies. So as a way of showing appreciation to these spirits, they would practice sumo wrestling at festivals, thousands a year, very primitive Japan. They were just starting rice farming. Now we take our time portal back in the future. We come to BC 23, the first recorded sumo match. That is when Nomi no Sukune won the match that was ordered by the emperor. And he's considered the godfather of sumo wrestling. Now we take our time portal back into the future. We come to the Sengoku era. This is an era of war in Japan, the era of the samurai. Japan had divided up into many different factions, and these different factions were led by the warlords, the shogun. And the shogun would compete to get the strongest sumo wrestlers they could find in order to train their samurai warriors, and they would train them in close quarter combat, grappling, and things like this. So the sumo culture and the samurai culture had a lot of influence on each other. For instance, they would grow their hair long and put it in a top knot called a chomage. That's just one of the things that they share with culture. Now, we take our time portal back into the future again one last time. We come to the Edo period. And now, up until then, for about 300 years, sumo wrestling was largely a royal court activity, but it became popular with the general public. And the Edo period is a very interesting period in Japanese history. Part of the reason is, you might know that Tokyo used to be called Edo. In fact, not that long ago, 1858. So from 1600s to the 1858, Tokyo was in fact Edo. Kyoto had been the capital, and then when it became Tokyo, they entered the Meiji Restoration. Tokyo literally means East Capital. That's the toe of Tokyo right there, the East, the toe of Tokyo. And the Meiji Restoration meant that Japan opened up trade, it modernized, it westernized, it did away with the shogunate, and Tom Cruise fought alongside the last of the samurai, if you saw that movie. But during the Edo period, Japan was very closed off from the rest of the world, and the people would flock to this very neighborhood because it was an era of peace and prosperity. The culture flourished, and people would come to this neighborhood for entertainment. They'd come here for kabuki-style shows, Japanese dramatic theater, or festivals of fireworks or street performance, and Edo-style sumo shows, and that's what this show is. Part of the reason I've been talking so much is hopefully just sort of bring you from the past to show you how this is a traditional thing, and we want to thank you for helping us continue this tradition in Japanese culture. So, as an Edo-style crowd, you're officially an Edo-style crowd, which means you're fun-loving and rowdy, right? Here's a good word in Japanese if you don't know it already. The word is gambate. Literally, it's a great thing to cheer on sumo wrestlers with, and we encourage that. Gambate literally means do your best, but it can mean go for it, it can mean go get them. So if everybody wants to try that out, give me a big gambate!
Gambate!
Very nice. We are ready to start the show. Please give a warm round of applause for the lovely dancing of Kazaki. The elegant and graceful Kazaki will be back later on to perform sumo wrestling for you. No, I'm joking. She'll be back at the end of the show. We're going to lay a red carpet across the dojo. Invite everybody to come up and take a photo. You'll get a free glossy photo that's included with your price as well, with a gift bag at no extra charge. So that's she'll be back later for that. Now we're going to take a short break. And I should let everybody know in the front row, you have the exciting seats. But you're actually what are called the tsunukake seats, which are very important seats. They're also right up close to the action because this is a live show. Sometimes the wrestlers will stumble out of the ring, so make sure you have your belongings safely tucked away. If it looks like a sumo wrestler is about to fall on you, Gambate, good luck. No one else to tell you. No, they'll do their best to protect you. You should be fine. Just be aware that they do fall out. And we'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes to bring out your sumo wrestlers. They're just in the back. They're getting ready. They'll be out here in a second. And one of the things they're going to do when they come out here is this iconic sumo pose that you've probably seen before. This is where they'll squat down and lift the leg in up like this and stomp it down. In part, this is to charge up the dojo, get it ready for the battle that's about to begin, and also sanctify it. So you can help them do that, help them charge it up by yelling out this word, yoisho. Yoisho is a fun word in Japanese. It's used to generate energy. So for instance, you might pick up a small child and be like, yoisho. Or if you're an old man getting out of a seat, you might be like, yoisho, like that. So we'll try this out. Everybody together with the foot. Ready, and yoisho. Perfect. One more. Yoisho. Great. Good job. And last one. Yoisho. You got it. So you'll notice on the east and west, we've divided the audience. Thank you. Of course, right now, we're all very good friends. But for the rest of the show, until the end of the show, we're about to be divided. Everybody here on the west, you're now in competition with everybody on the east. You're going to be rooting for, cheering for Asa Nobody. Now everybody here on the east, now bitter from here over, you're going to be, you're now all bitter rivals from everybody from the west. You're going to be cheering, rooting for Asa no Kuma. Okay? So we'll practice a little bit of cheering. Remember, this is a competition. Big voices. We'll try this out. I'll say it, you say it in your biggest sumo voice. Here we go, everybody. Asakusa! Asakusa! Oh, nice. What everybody here think of that on the west? What did you think on the west? Oh, yeah. Give another chance. Don't worry, they can do even better. One more time, everybody. Asakusa! Asakusa! All right, let's try a little bit of stomping. A little bit of banging. Nice. A little bit of cheering. One more time in the everybody. Asakusa! Fantastic. You're ready. All right, everybody here on the west. I was just over in the east, and they were talking trash, so you gotta show them up. Yes, that's the spirit. Everybody, with the name, here we go. Everybody, Asa Nobody! Asa Nobody! Try a little bit of stomping. A little bit of banging. A little bit of cheering. One more time with the name, everybody, Asa Nobody! Asa Nobody! Nice job. Well done. Somebody make the noise like a chicken. So one time I asked for a bird call, and this English gentleman went, "Hello, ladies." So we're going to call out the sumo wrestlers with the Hyoshi starting here on the east, as is the custom. Now they're going to bang together. You'll hear this sound. They bang together two wooden blocks called Hyoshigi. You can clap and stomp along with the wooden block beat, the block rocket beat. Here we go. Hyoshigi, onegaishimasu. Whoa. Here is the thundering juggernaut. west. Yoki, お願いします。西アスノボリ Here is the Sumo Dallas Asa Nobori! That's the way it is. All right. So, all right, we'll start off. We'll have the sumo wrestlers introduce themselves. Hello. 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 Boo. Hello. My name is Asakusa. Asakusa. I'm from Niigata. Thank you. Asakusa from Niigata Prefecture, and now on the west. Konnichiwa.
Hello!
Wake up. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa!
Konnichiwa. Thank you. My name is Asanori. All right. I guess the wrestlers would like to start off. They're going to show you some of their famous, their historic training rituals, exercises that you'll see sumo wrestlers doing to prepare for their battles every day. They practice 4 to 6 hours. Feel free to take photos or video at any time during the show. You're more than welcome to do that. They're going to start off with Shiko, which is the stomping of the feet, which I showed you before. They'll do it 4 times, give them a big yoi show each time. Here it is, the very iconic Shiko exercise. お願いします。
よい、1、2、3、1、2、
よいしょ。
1、2、
よいしょ。
1、2、
よいしょ。
1、2、
よいしょ. So that is Shiko. That's something they'll do 4 to 6 hours a day for flexibility and strength. Now, the next exercise they'd like to show you is one called Suriyashi. This is a way of moving across the dojo with a low center of gravity and a lot of force. Note that their feet maintain contact with the ground as much as possible. Here it is for you, Suriyashi. お願いします。よっ! Oh yeah.
Yay!
You're so competitive.
Woo!
Next, the high-speed version, the bullet train version of Suriyashi. Yo! Next, a version designed to defend against attacks from all different angles, left and right.
Yup.
Non-traditional ending here. So, next thing they'd like to show you the practice called Butsukari Geiko. This is one of the toughest and most grueling of the training exercises that sumo wrestlers do. It's very, very hard. They do it to exhaustion, usually about 30 minutes to an hour. And it's a way of training. First of all, one of the wrestlers will be the attacker. The second person will be the defender. And the attacker will be pushing the defender across the dohyo. The defender will be working on their falling technique and their stability, while the attacker will be working on their pure striking force. Butsukari Geiko literally translates as colliding whip. Here it is for you. The real striking force. Make some noise for here you go. Butsukari Geiko desu. Nice. There we go. One more. Make some noise for Next up, posture training exercise. This is used to give the upper body the proper posture. It's not being punished, that's the way it's supposed to look. Next, one more. One more, sorry about that. Yeah. It's not their favorite exercise. Very tough. Yeah, make a little noise. Here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's getting tired. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Oh, where's? He's getting something to eat. Looks like he needs a little more encouragement here from the West. Make some noise. He responds to it well. Yeah. Here we go. There it is. Yeah. Give him a round of applause. That's hard to hear. So the next thing you're about to see is an ancient ritual. This is performed before all sumo matches, all tournaments. It's a way of showing that there's no weapons, they have no weapons. This goes back centuries upon centuries. It's also calling for an honorable match between two warriors. They will include shiko with it, which means they're gonna stomp on the ground, so give them a yoisho both times. And this way, in this fashion, they also clap. This is in order to charge up the dohyo and sanctify and alert the gods to the battle that's about to begin. Here it is, the ancient practice of shirichozu. Onegaishimasu. Give me a yoisho as they stop. Here we go. Yoisho! One more. Yoisho! Now that the ring has been sanctified, we'd like to go over the rules of sumo wrestling. Now, the first thing in sumo wrestling is a match begins as the wrestlers place 4 fists onto the ground. And they'll actually synchronize their breathing as they're placing their fists onto the ground. They do this even though they're opposing each other. They'll always do this, and it's a practice called tachi-ai. Once the 4 fists are on the ground, the Yoji, or the referee, will say hakyo, which means start. Then they'll say nakota, 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 which means ongoing, 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 until there is a victor. Now, the first way to lose a sumo match is to be the first wrestler to set foot out of, or any body part, outside of the straw ring, outside of the dohyo. So here it is, a demonstration. First rule of sumo wrestling: stay inside the straw ring, stay inside the dohyo. Onegaishimasu. Nakota, 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 Nakota. He forces it on. It's a victory for Asakusa. Yeah, he can't step out of the ring. So it's interesting. This gesture here means dame in Japanese. It means no good, or it's not possible. It's a very strong gesture, and this gesture has nothing to do with Japanese culture. So that's the first rule. Second rule of sumo wrestling. In sumo wrestling, no body part. No body part can touch the ground except for the feet. So no elbows, hands, hips, shoulders, backs, heads, knees, or noses. Here it is, second rule of sumo wrestling. Stay on your feet. Onegaishimasu. Victory for Asakusa. Yeah, don't let him intimidate you. Yeah, he's got a photographic memory. So now you know the rules. That's simple, right? Stay inside the ring, stay on your feet. Next, we'd like to go over the winning techniques in sumo wrestling. There's 82 different variations, ways of winning a sumo match. These different techniques, they're called kimarite. Different sweeps, locks, holds, trips. We'd like to show you 3 of the kimarite, the winning techniques. The first one we'd like to show you is one called yorikiri. This is simply grabbing the other opponent by the belt and forcing them out of the ring at the edge. Here it is for you, yorikiri. Onegaishimasu. He forces the edge. It's a victory for Asakusa. He says, calm down, it's just a demonstration. Now, what Asanobori was doing there is a practice called kachi nanori, where he squats down and uses his arm like a sword. This is to declare victory at the end of a match. You'll see it later during the tournament. Watch for it. But in this case, it's inappropriate because we're still demonstrating. Now, second winning technique, kimarite, we'd like to show you is one, a tricky one. This one, as the opponent rushes forward, they're knocked to the ground, or the thunderclap to the shoulders. Here it is, hataki komi. Onegaishimasu. He's knocked to the ground, a victory for Asakusa. Yeah, it's just a demonstration, he says. Don't worry about it. So third and final kimarite we'd like to show you is one called totari. And this is simply grabbing the opponent by the arm and dragging them out of the dohyo. Here it is for you, totari. Onegaishimasu. Here's an easy catch, he said. I love this shirt. You're used to 4D movies, aren't you? That is great. All right. So now you've seen the winning techniques. Next, we'd like to go over the illegal moves in sumo wrestling. They're going to do a traditional practice called shokiri, which means they're going to mess around, make this a bit silly. Partly because some of the illegal moves are quite violent. The first illegal move in sumo wrestling is no eye gouging, no eye poking. Don't touch the eyes. No eye poking. What's that? Did he sharpen his fingers? That makes no sense. Here we go. Let's see what happens. No, wait. It's gotta be a fist. Fist. Yeah, you can. No fist. No, it's not a photo opportunity. It's gotta be a fist. What? Okay. I just lost. Yeah, here we go. Whoa, what did I sumo wrestling is also very important that there is no hair grabbing or hair pulling. これですんでいきません。Yeah, don't you stay there.
Okay, okay. はい、リベンジ。
No haircuts. Nice catch, kid. Oh yeah. All right. The third and final illegal move in sumo wrestling, very important. There's no punching and kicking. No punching or kicking. Punch the knee. That's okay. So it's.
Hey.
Shoryuken!
Fight.
No punching, no kick. Bye.
You okay? No. If you can't see it, I can't see it. Now, that belt that he's wearing, in fact, is no protection to that kind of attack. It's just a piece of fabric that they're wearing. As a matter of fact, the belt called the mawashi. What happens if they lose the mawashi during a match? Yes. Indeed, yes. Yes, and they lose the belt during a match. They lose the match, and they're naked. It's called Fujomake. Yes, you guys want to demonstrate? Here's a demonstration. I was joking that they're going to do it. Okay. Zoom. Did you say Zoom? Oh yeah, kids, close your eyes. Ladies, open your eyes. We'll see what happens. That was close. All right. Don't go, they're too close. Stay away. We're going to lose our health license. Stop that. Okay. Sorry. It's exposure to Japanese culture is. Watch out. Maybe. This is. Could you wrap that? I'm sorry. This has turned into a really weird fashion show all of a sudden. So fever dreamers. Could you wrap that up again, please? Thank you. All right, so this is to show you, this is about 6 or 7 meters long piece of cloth. It's been folded over and then wrapped around their bodies a bunch of times. This is how they put it on. It's gonna pull around a bunch of times takes two of them to do this, and then he gets it tight in the back, and then he'll tighten.
Hey, no.
He likes it. It's okay with that. Okay, the fun part, he pulls it up tight. Sumo wedgie. It's okay. No, it's okay. He likes it. Okay. So now that you know all the rules, you know all the details, we're going to put all this together, and we're going to have a tournament. Best of 3 matches. First wrestler to win 2 rounds will win our tournament, and we'll find out who our champion is here tonight in the Asakusa Sumo Club. Will it be Asanobori? All right, we'll start off. We'll re-purify the ring after all that. And with Chibi Chosen once again. Ready? Yosho. One more. Yosho. And we are ready. Round 1. Now's your chance to cheer. Make some noise for your wrestler. Here it is. We enter round number 1. Best of 3 matches. Now they're going to return to the corners, they'll towel off, they'll grab some salt, they'll use the salt as a way of purifying, further sanctifying the dohyo, throwing it on their bodies to prevent injury and as a preventive blessing. And they'll synchronize their breathing, they determine the timing with the tachi-ai practice, as I told you before, and we'll enter round number 1. This is it. Your chance to please make some noise for them. Thank you for cheering them on. Here we go. Don't forget the phrase "Gabate." Gabate, do your best. That's the spirit. Next, we enter round 2. Nobody has to win this next one. Asanokuma has to win this next one. Make some noise for him. Asanokuma. Round 2. So the winning technique there was an overhand throw, a watabuwatanage, kimarite, winning technique. Make sure you're looking for that kachi nanori at the end of the match, the declaration of victory. And they return once again to towel off. grab some more salt, and we enter the final match. They're tied now. One apiece. We're about to find out who our champion is here at the club. The final round. Once again, they need to. Nice, okay. So rather than just the two of them blessing the dohyo, we'd like to invite everybody to come up and do a blessing for everyone here for the entire year, for the new year. If you want to do that, come on down, grab a handful of salt, spread around the edges of the stage. Don't step up on the sand, but you can spread all the way around up onto this stage here. And just fan out. Yeah, thank you very much. Come on. All right, so here it is. This is a blessing for no accidents, no injuries, a protection for everyone here, and giant successes, big victories in the new year. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, yoisho! Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you very much. And we enter round 3, the final battle, the Armageddon. About to find out who our champion is here tonight. Will it be Asakusa? Yeah!
Yes!
Final round. Uh-oh. Cover your drinks in the front row. No, don't move. I'll throw it further. Oh, here we go. Everybody in the West is about to regret encouraging that.
3, 2, 1.
Final round. Yeah, make some noise. Give the wrestlers a chance to catch their breath here. Give them a second to collect themselves, because their next challenge is going to be even harder. And that is why we like to check in with the audience. Find out perhaps if there are some of you that would like to seek your own sumo glory. So 4 brave souls can line up on the side here, and 4 brave souls from the east just line up. Spirit, yep, right there, good. There we go. 1, 2, stay right there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. We got 3 challenges on both sides. We need 1 more on each side. There we go. Yes. Give it up for your 4 challenges. We're coming up here on the east, and we got our 4 challenges on the west. Fantastic. All right. All right. So first of all, I'm gonna have the 4 of you turn around, face your fellow audience members. These are your brave challenges. Head on through the door, the staff will take care of you, get you outfitted, tighten your mawashi, steal your nerves, and sign your waivers. I'd like to open it up to everyone here to ask any questions you might have. Ask the wrestlers any questions. If you have any questions, you'd like to know something about the sport of sumo wrestling, or if you'd like to know something more personal, like what's their favorite anime or whatever you'd like to know, please raise your hand and I'll come over. I'll do my best to translate for everybody, and we can ask the sumo wrestlers questions right away. Thank you, sir.
Is it true that you have about 16 boiled eggs for breakfast?
Ah, nice. I don't know if that's true either or not. Is it true that they have 16 boiled eggs for breakfast? これ本当の話。朝ごはんで16個の卵が食べられるんですか？
まあ人によると思いますが、力士の場合は基本朝ごはんは食べずに昼ごはんにそんぐらい食べます。
So it might vary from wrestler to wrestler, but for the most part, sumo wrestlers do not eat at breakfast. They wait till lunch. But at lunch, they might very well do something like that. Yeah, eat 16 boiled eggs for sure. Quite often, one of the wrestlers saying he eat about 11 bowls of rice and stuff like that. Stuff like that. Quite a bit, yeah. Thank you for your question. Yeah, right over here. Ladies and gentlemen, from the seventh circle of hell, we're getting up to the most fierce and most formidable final challenger.
Yay! Stitch!
Oh man. Terrifying. Okay.
Woo!
All right, here. The rest of you, I'll ask you to go back to your seats and sit down and relax. Please, watches or glasses or anything like that, any accessories that might harm the wrestlers. So just go back to your seats, relax, sit down, say goodbye to your loved ones. I'll call you up in order. Yeah, put them on the couch there. Is there room enough for everybody?
Yeah.
Most dangerous competitor.
Most dangerous.
Very end of the last. So challenger number 8. Awesome. Yeah, you're right over here. Thank you. Thank you for coming. What's your name? Sage. Did I get it right? Sage. How old are you? Or where are you from?
4.5.
4.5.
I'm 4.5.
4.5. Awesome. This is your first time wrestling? Never mind. Dude, Sage, where are you from? Which country?
I'm from Australia.
Sage, which of these two guys do you want to go against? You want to go against Asanobori or Asakuma?
Asakusa.
Yay!
Sage. Nice. We're gonna give you a proportional amount of salt there, buddy. All right, so take a few steps in there and okay, go for it. Yeah! Let's just go over here, take a step right in the middle. So it's just no. Don't worry. Remember this is Yoisho. What's up? Other side?
Yoisho.
One more. Okay. Last pass. He gets dizzy really easy. Push!
Because
It's true.
I'm a champion.
Well done, Tips. That was fantastic. That was a little hard.